So into the red corner steps Artush Hovhannisyan, 27 years of age, from Armenia. His opponent is 24-year-old Brandone Ngon. Tournament number 4 seed, part of a 4-strong Cameroonian boxing team.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. This is action in the 80-kilogram light heavyweight division between boxers from Armenia and Cameroon. Man wearing red, who had just scored with a thrusting jab to the body, is Artush Hovhannisyan, 27 years of age. One of the 13 men that make up Armenia's boxing team. Oh, that's a beautiful right uppercut off the back foot from Hovhannisyan, catching the advancing Brandone Ngon. Each of these men have competed on the IBA professional circuit. They bring plenty of experience to the boxing ring. Switching to the southpaw stance now is Hovhannisyan. Left hook around the corner, catches him while he's in that port-sided stance from Ngon. Left jab is showing good variety, as now it's Ngon who switches. Oh, that's a solid right cross driven through from Hovhannisyan. Turning back orthodox now is Ngon. Look at the authority behind that left jab from Ngon. Nice defense with the right glove from Ngon. But look at the variety on that lead left hand from Hovhannisyan. Solid right hand landed twice in quick succession from Ngon. Both of these light heavyweights really packing a punch just beyond the halfway stage of this opening round. There's another right hand over the top from Ngon, and Hovhannisyan, keen to fashion a clinch here, could well have been hurt, but elects to fight fire with fire. Right uppercut, left hook, and then keeps the uppercuts coming through the defenses of Ngon. Hard hitting affair here in the first 2 minutes of this light heavyweight bout. Solid left cross out of the southpaw stance from Hovhannisyan. Same shot once again, reduced the power and snaked it through twice in quick succession. Looking for the left hand over the top out of the southpaw stance was Hovhannisyan. Clipping right hand from Ngon gets through. Beautiful right hand. Leaning to his left, snaked it up from the waist, did Ngon, but Hovhannisyan answering in a flash, and it has been that type of contest throughout as another left-right combination from Ngon gets through. My goodness, this has been a hard-hitting affair through the first 3 minutes. What a 3 minutes. Two tall, athletic, light heavyweights showing wonderful variety during the course of that opening round. It was Hovhannisyan who appeared to find his range more quickly, but Ngon with some real stiff shots during the course of round number 1. Incredibly hard fought affair, both men enjoying success, both men checking the chin of their opponents. It's likely to be split, and I think if it's a 3-2 split in either direction, well, that perhaps a fair reflection of what took place. Very difficult to separate the two after the first 3 minutes. Well, look at that. Hovhannisyan taking it for judges 3, 4, and 5. Ngon taking it for judges 1 and 2.
Round 2.
So we move into the second round After the first 3 minutes, that was incredibly competitive, filled with skill and athleticism and ringcraft. Now the action resuming here. Mention the fact that both of these men experienced on the IBA pro scene. Ngon, 14 Tunis of January this year, losing over 6 rounds in the unanimous points decision. Quarter-finalist at the 2023 African Championships, down at middleweight as he lands a cracking right cross once again, takes a left cross from Hovhannisyan, who's in a southpaw stance. Left-right combination were clumping shots that were partially blocked but still landed with blunt force from Ngon. Left hook landed and then a right hand landed from Ngon. Just catching Hovhannisyan. But he remains in the pocket, digging away downstairs with that right hand to the body. Right hand over the top from Ngon. Terrific work on the inside by both boxers. And this a hard-fought affair approaching the halfway stage of this second round. Hovhannisyan keeping his shape nicely. Ngon looking to touch away with that left hand, and he backs up Hovhannisyan. Hovhannisyan staggering backwards here now. May well have been hurt during the course of that exchange. Just looking a little more ragged, a little the worse for wear. But he bravely steps back into the breach, but Hovhannisyan appears to be going through a little bit of a difficult patch as he concedes ground once again, trying to launch counter-attacks off the back foot. But it's Ngon who appears to be fresher. Waltzed back to the ropes by Hovhannisyan, who's looking to keep him there and just let crude agricultural shots go on the inside. Spoiling tactics, mauling tactics, clock-ticking tactics being employed by Hovhannisyan, looking to turn this one into a real back alley brawl here now. Ngon appearing to be slightly more fresher and just a little bit of a ponderous quality being taken on in Hovhannisyan's punches. And look at that, Hovhannisyan struggling to maintain his boxing stance. Ngon will be picking up on that. And he scores with a crisp right hook, left uppercut in between the defenses of Hovhannisyan. And Hovhannisyan moiling, spoiling, and grappling at close range. And a shot on the command of stop from Hovhannisyan. So this contest oh, that's a wonderful body shot, lifted Hovhannisyan up off his feet. And there's an example of the physicality that Hovhannisyan has been looking to bring into the proceedings in the final minute of that second round. He appeared to be hurt, he appeared to be feeling the pace. Now credit to him, he didn't run, but what he did seem to want to do is turn this into a real brawl, completely disregarding the rules, and that was epitomized by the manner in which he shoved off Ngon in the closing seconds of the second round. Some of the action where the contest seemed to turn at around the midpoint, and all of a sudden fatigue seemed to envelop Hovhannisyan like a blanket. But he bit down, he fought through the fatigue and looked to employ roughhouse tactics such as that to remain competitive in the closing stages. So is the 60-second interval going to be enough for the energy levels of Hovhannisyan to recover? Well, Hovhannisyan has swept the board on the scorecards, which means crucially he's leading 20 points to 18 for judges 3, 4 and 5. Ngon perhaps a little bit unfortunate not to take a share of that round for any of the scoring judges, because had he been able to do so, it could have well presented us with a final round shootout with the contest in the balance. As things stand, it is clearly advantage Hovhannisyan because he leads 20 points to 18 for 3 of the 5 scoring judges, and the other 2 scores are tied up 19 points apiece. So Brandone, Ngon needs a massive final round here, but let's not get it twisted. He appears to have the artillery with which to produce an inside the distance finish, or indeed a big final round. But now, and that is wonderful to see from Hovhannisyan, because a boxer in shape, those 60 seconds then they can feel like an eternity. Good right hook to the body from Ngon. And that can allow his energy levels to recover, and he looks altogether fresher and sharper than he did compared to the closing minute or so of the second round. So the onus is on Ngon to take it to his man, and intelligently looking to target Hovhannisyan downstairs to test his conditioning and see what type of shape he's in, and if he can go the 3-3s at a hard clip. Ngon continuing to try to pin Hovhannisyan in the corner. This time it's Ngon who shrugs his opponents off with the shoulder, lands a roundhouse right, which sends a shower of spray through the open air surroundings here at the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Center. And it's Ngon continuing to press Hovhannisyan, showing that he will not be bowed. He walks his way back into range out of the southpaw stance. Rough house tactics employed once more by Hovhannisyan, and that's another stern talking to from the referee in the direction of Hovhannisyan. On the resumption, it was impressive punch picking produced by Ngon. Now he being driven backwards and tagged by a couple of punches by Hovhannisyan. Hovhannisyan looking for uppercuts on the inside. Ngon being bowled backwards, not by boxing, but by the sheer physical presence of Hovhannisyan. Clock-killing tactics being employed here now, and Ngon appears to be feeling the pace. Both men giving absolutely everything in pursuit of victory. There's a right hand from Ngon, which just threatened to stray below the belt line. Right hand upstairs from Ngon. Right uppercut in response from Hovhannisyan. This is a grueling affair here in the round of 32 in the light heavyweight division. But again, look at the determination being demonstrated by Hovhannisyan. He refusing to be pushed backwards, trying to present angles despite the fatigue that he must be feeling, shape-shifting around his man to appear on the other side of him. And now both men punching right up until the final bell. And that is an absolutely exhilarating contest we have just witnessed in the 80-kilogram light heavyweight division. What a contest! And both men leaving it all in the boxing ring. From the opening bell, they set about one another with athleticism and shot selection and variety. And then around the midpoint of the second round, Hovhannisyan said, you know what, I'm not sure I can keep this up. And despite feeling the fatigue, he started to rough his man up and make it physical at close range. And then in the final round, Hovhannisyan coming out fresh, but in the final half of that second round, it was a really attritional encounter. Hovhannisyan proving that he would not be bowed. Ngon meeting him in the final round. Remember, Hovhannisyan judged a unanimous decision victor of round number 2, which I thought was rather harsh on Ngon. That changed the complexion of the scorecards. Let's listen in for the verdict.
By split decision, the boxer in the red corner.
And it is Artush Hovhannisyan declared a 4-1 split decision victor over Brandone Ngon of Cameroon. A fantastic performance produced by both boxers to make it a really competitive two-way affair. And judging from the scores, well, we can only conclude that Ngon took the final round, but having been swept across the board in the second round, which I think is a little harsh on the man from Cameroon, that gave the man from Armenia the edge that he needed for, crucially, 3 of the 5 scoring judges 3, 4, and 5. But what a contest these two men combined to produce, and it's Artush Hovhannisyan who goes through to the round of 16 at light heavyweight, where he will face off against Australia's Zach Brown.
Ring B, belt number 106, the weight category 80 kilograms. Referee Rovshan Gadirov, Azerbaijan. Please welcome into the red corner, The boxer representing St. Lucia, John Didier. And in the blue corner,